Hello and welcome to the Music Smoothie.
All right, welcome back to another wonderful, delightful episode of the Music Smoothie. You're going to have a good time, I insist. I have a gun, but I don't feel the need to use it just yet. No, wait, it's just my finger. Pull it. And today we've got Smoopy,
Hi.
and we've got a newcomer. We've got Sasha.
Howdy.
You can't fool me. That's Char's Nabel.
Take the sunglasses off.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We got some good
some
ones for
music.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some music.
So do either of you have like some music news right off the bat or anything you want to share? Music related?
Music
plug.
nudes.
News. Yeah. If you have any music related nudes, I need to see Rod Stewart's ass right now, please. His 80-year-old ass.
Let me look through my Polaroids. I think I've got it.
Oh, good. I needed that. Take the edge off.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a no on the music news. Smoopy,
I do if
for
I can plug something real quick. My label 88.7 Records, we're putting out micro cassettes now. So if you're interested
cool.
in buying probably the most obsolete way to listen to music, they're like $6 and they're coming this week. So if you're into micro cassettes, which I know you aren't, but you can always take a look.
Hell yeah, dude. I used to have a micro cassette player, but I lost it a long time ago, and my eBay account is banned, so I don't think I'll be able to get a new one.
What'd you get banned from eBay for?
I sold some books a while ago, and someone asked for a refund for some, eBay. Someone asked for a refund for some fuck ass reason, and it was like $14, and I just ignored it, and they eventually banned me for it.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah. Also for evading the ban and signing up with a new phone number, they banned me again for that too. So
Yeah, I'll tell you who's tough
That's
with
the
that is Reddit.
scammer.
yeah. I was not a scammer. It was the shit that I sent was legit. I don't know. They're fucking idiots.
What's wrong with a book? Was it missing
Yeah.
pages?
No, it was in perfect condition. I don't know what the fuck they wanted.
Whatever.
It's a book.
I'll find them.
All right. And Smoopy, what you got for us? You're up first. Hit us with a banger.
I am going to hit you with a Thai disco track.
Nice. Interesting.
By Paichit Aksonarong, called Very True But Will Give. That was Very True But Will Give, or a more accurate translation. I just went with this one on Spotify for ease of finding it, is As Much As You'll Give by Paichit Aksonarong. What are your thoughts, Laz?
Well, that makes a lot more sense in English, but yeah, no, I really like this. Honestly, I used to play a lot of League of Legends, and it honestly reminded me of like the Disco Heat League of Children series on YouTube, where he would like play obscure international disco tracks over, teenagers arguing about who's feeding bot lane. Like I could totally imagine this song playing over that. Yeah.
What year
But
is it from?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I will check right now.
Wow, Smoopy dropped the ball.
I did drop the ball, but to be fair, why does it not? Well, it says 2021, but I feel like that's a lie.
I'm gonna guess
I think
82.
It came out 4 minutes ago.
Yeah. I love there's something about music from the Eastern world to where they import this Western kind of genre, but they add
Yep.
this twist to it that is it's so subtle but so distinct. Um, and it's hard to put your finger on what it is. And I guess it's just a difference in the way that music is developed and they've adapted, but it's so good. Like especially with pop
1978.
music, you know? 78. That makes sense. Yeah, it's always got a little bit of a flair to it. And I'm looking, it's very small, but I'm looking at the album art and I love it. I love the purple frame. Get close to the monitor. Yeah, it's great. Everything about it is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
I-
much playlist
Delightfully
worthy.
retro. Yeah. Delightfully retro. I love the
Yeah.
drums. Yeah. Very
A
fun.
lot of these songs don't actually have accurate release dates on Spotify, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's Spotify, yeah.
And
Especially because
Spotify's out of control.
yeah, oh my god.
True.
It's completely derailed with like AI music and like
Yeah.
just like money laundering schemes. And
But hold on,
Right.
we're allowed to post there, and we have permissions there. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's where we have our largest following, so we can't badmouth the military-industrial complex too bad. See
you
what I
can
did
come
there?
after me. I said it.
All right.
My address is no, I'm kidding.
No. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing the Tony Stark thing. From
Try
Iron
to
Man
stop
3.
me. I'm 5'11". I'm bigger than you.
I'm 6'4".
I'm a big 5'11".
All right. Good song, Smoopy.
yeah,
5 smoothies.
5 smoothies out of what?
15. No, 5. 5 out of 5. Let's go. The draft rating system. All right. So, right now, I'm going to play. Have either of you listened to both the Radioactive Salesman singles yet that
Now,
I've done? No? Okay. Then I'll do one of those. Smoopy, I think, heard Fate, so I'm going to do the other one, the more recent one anyway, Slipshod, which is going to be on the album, but this is the single version. It's a little different. The album version, which is coming out very soon, probably this weekend, is has the entire last verse taken out, the rap verse, because I don't, and some of the beats, because I was like, I want to do something different for the album version. So the album version ends on the finger tapping guitar solo. So this is,
hell
but this
yeah.
is the single. Yeah, this is the single version. This is Slipshod, Radioactive Salesman, single from last month or April at this point. So 2 months almost. But let's give it a listen. I'll stop yammering.
I've already got it.
All right, that was Slipshod by Radioactive Salesman, which is just me. It's just me doing all the shit. And that is, like I said, not my favorite version of the track, but it's the one that's out right now. And what did you think of it, Smoothie?
I had fun with it. It's very. I struggle to say experimental because that would imply. I'm stretching for things, but no,
I mean,
it is
it's
experimental though.
it's alternative.
You know,
You can call it experimental.
It is
Yeah.
alternative,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I like the snapping sound, whatever that was, that constant kind of like popping a rubber band.
Is it like
That was a synth
Yeah,
bass. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
great because
Yeah.
it's like in music I really value repetition.
Okay.
It's a big part of what I enjoy. And that really does it for me. Just something constant. And also it's like it's got like I mean this in a good way, like Jet Set Radio future vibes. If you remember that game, it
Okay.
feels like a projection
Okay.
into the future. Just something about the progression of it
All right,
is
I'll take
great.
it. Hell yeah. All right, I'll take it. Sounds good. It's better than what I could have said about it. Anyway. All right. Appreciate the feedback, guys. I guess that means it's up to you now, Sasha. What do you got?
Well, this is all new music that I've got from I guess a concept album. For reference, uh Phosgene, the project I'm working on now, has been experimental in the sense that the first three albums, which were Here Comes the Onslaught, How to Unload and Reload an Acceptable Form of Violence, were all written with 2 to 3 days of staying awake and just seeing what I could come up with. This new one, I didn't do that, but it was based on a dream where I crossed the Yalu River from China into North Korea. And it was a very strange dream, and I've tried to catalog it. So this first song is called Leaving Dandong. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and listen to it, and you can figure out if you feel like you're about to leave Dandong. That's kind of the same repetition I talked about earlier. It's very influenced by black metal and the structures of the song. I like the idea, and that's really an intro to the rest of the album of kind of listening to something so many times that you start to forget what you're listening to. It's almost like staring at a word until it loses all meaning. Um, but I also tried to use some harsher noises, uh, like those really high pitched beeping sounds, to kind of keep you engaged and not just droning on and on. Um, but all of the songs were kind of just like just make it and don't think about, because people have a tendency to think about, okay, it needs to be this long or it needs to have this and this. No, just make it, and when it's done, it's done.
Right, right, right. No, I totally hear you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's what I do too, basically. I don't think about
Yeah,
length. Yeah,
some people definitely
yeah.
sit down. It's like it needs to be 5 minutes and it needs to have verse, chorus, verse, chorus. It's like, no, throw it all out the window. Just
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, like then you're basically reverse engineering a song and it's gonna sound like shit. And we have a lot of that out there already.
Y-
Stop it.
Yeah, yeah. There's plenty of it.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I guess you kind of lucked out because I'm one of our resident black metal experts, and I absolutely love this. I totally picked up on that. I loved the churning, grinding textures. Like you definitely get in a lot of, especially experimental black metal. But like yeah, it's definitely kept my my attention, my focus. I didn't drift off at all. Which is somewhat rare for like more vibey music like this. But like also it kind of felt like I was listening to like a Russian numbers station for a bit, and that definitely kept my interest.
Yeah, it's funny
In the,
that you say that because
yeah.
there's a lot of 160 meter band. The original project I started was all radio. Like I only used radios and everything from shortwave, CB, ham, and I still did a lot of that in this just because like all those beeps and stuff are actually upper sideband uh, utility signals that I just tuned into
Ah,
a keyboard.
wow.
Um,
Okay.
they're out of they could be out of key because naturally they're not in key, and I didn't want to
Right.
disrupt the natural sound. But on some of the songs, there are captures of number stations that I've caught. I'm a big shortwave listener, and I've caught a couple, not a lot, but a couple number stations. They're very hard to find. Um,
Fair. Fair. That's
yeah,
incredible. Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks
So
for
a lot of
sharing
that carried over into Phosgene.
that. Okay.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. Wow. I'm here for
You, you
it.
should see my radio setup. I do things like magnetic loop antennas. I'll throw another antenna through it and try to get feedback out of it or to detune a note or something. I just find it more, to me, I played music for so long, like that I was like, I'm tired of traditional instruments. Let's try something different. And natural sounds and frequencies exist all around us. We just have to interpret them. And we can turn that into music. And it's pretty amazing what you can do. And I'm not the
Right.
first person to do it. There's other
Yeah,
radio
Yeah.
musicians,
Oh
but
yeah.
I like to take partake in it.
Yeah. Well, you do a great job with it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Of course. No, I really like that. I'm gonna come back to that. Wow.
There- God,
What? What's wrong?
It reminds me of I don't remember who it was, but it was a jazz musician talking about how like a big form of art or form of like music, or like the artistry of music is the listening, and how you can hear music in basically everything.
Right. And that's basically what the conceit of field recordings, which is basically what this is in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just capturing what's already there, and then I'm
Right.
augmenting it, obviously, in my own way. But it's something that exists naturally, but also like notes exist naturally in music. Like the note C exists.
Right.
It's just
Right.
we can replicate it.
Yeah. The atmosphere is very bluesy.
Yeah. And I think about all the time the first guy to like probably in like medieval Europe who lived in some small town and then went into a city and heard somebody playing like a lute and was like, what the fuck is that? Like never
Right.
heard music before. But I mean, I
Yeah.
guess like bird song and everything is all around us. But even like a
Yeah.
lot of the captures I get on radios, especially on high frequencies, like sun propagation, and literally the sun is a big radio, and it bounces around on the atmosphere and comes and hits us and makes some gnarly noises. But you can get some really cool sounds out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. People have done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course the classic NASA Dark Ambient album about the with the planets, the ambient planet sounds.
Yeah. I interviewed an artist. I've had two data musicians, and one of them was using like NASA data to make music. And
Oh,
like
that's sick.
That is
That's
really
sick.
sounded crazy. If you go on the Radio Free Memphis page, it's CDOS Pun. It's down a little bit, but that's a great shout out to CDOS Pun.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
What
Did you have yeah.
music of the spheres eat your heart out? That was my joke. Fuck you, Pythagoras.
Okay. Oh, that is funny. That was
I've been saying that for years.
Well, I mean, yeah, fuck Pythagoras for multiple reasons. That dude was a psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck your triangles, you little bitch.
Who likes the triangle? That's a terrible shit.
Yeah.
More into hexaflexagons, if you know what I'm saying, baby.
Got his ass.
Hexagons have 3 triangles.
Yeah. Great. Smoopy, save us from the nothing we've become.
Oh, I guess I'll play one of my songs. It's not
All
the
right.
one I'm most proud of, but it is a song, and I
like
it,
songs.
kind of. I like parts
Cool.
of it, and I think that's the most I can say about most music. Which, not to say I dislike music, it's just like a practice that I do is to find things that I like within pieces. But this is
It'd be really funny if you were like, fuck music. Hate
Fuck
this
music.
shit.
this is
That's more like GS. That's something he would say.
this is miracle. Swoops on SoundCloud. Good job, me, for making this. Yeah, pats on the back.
Far away,
Even if you're far away,
even if you're far away, it's a miracle.
That was a track of mine called Miracle by Smoops on SoundCloud. It initially created just for the effect, like rhythmic parallax almost. But what are your thoughts, Sasha?
I'm a bit as a trained drummer, the first thing I always hear is the percussive element, and I loved the constant just kick sound. I don't listen to a ton of electronic music, but when I do, I'm always amazed at the production in the rhythm. Um, and as I had said, Ridge Racer, I love it. It's fast. I want to drive a WRX really fast down the interstate while listening to it. I think it's great.
I
Nice.
That's a very specific scenario.
Well, as the person who made it, I do want to ask both of you if you got the effect of when the section of the hardcore kicks ended. Did it feel like it slowed down significantly, despite the fact it's the same tempo?
It definitely loses a little bit of like, I wouldn't say slow down. I think it gives you time to breathe
That's fair.
a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
But what are your
Sometimes
thoughts,
with music
Laz?
that's that intense, you just need to give people a second to catch up. But I don't think it would ruin the vibe at the club.
What are your thoughts, Laz?
Yeah, no, I really liked it too. Yeah, no, it all felt very intentional and very lived in. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have even thought about it. But like, no, I still think it worked. Yeah, like Sasha said, sometimes in like heavy music, you need a little break. That's why we have bridges, and that was basically a bridge. So no, it works perfectly. Don't change anything.
Yeah. Well, can I? I
So,
fucking hate builds. I hate them.
oh, it's not like it's a bro step track,
Yeah, I know.
It's still breakcore.
It is still very quick. I have like I have a personal vendetta even when I make those sorts of like dubstep and that sort of thing. I avoid them like the plague.
Oh, totally fair.
This is my manifesto.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It was very gay, very fitting for the month we're in.
It is, yeah. It does sort of have that rainbowy sort of sound with
Yeah.
the vocoder.
Yeah.
I love a
Oh,
good vocoder.
I love it.
yeah.
I don't know if
It's comfy.
you are a I don't know if y'all are big fans of what people do with like dev for plugins, but I think one of my favorite plugins in the universe is this thing called pitch map where it basically shifts every like individual frequency to a diatonic or not diatonic to a chromatic note I think it's neat. It can be
Yeah, that's
diatonic, but
Yeah.
I'll,
right. Well, yeah.
it alongside like vocoders give this very specific sort of sound. But I believe it is
Right.
Laz's turn.
It is indeed. Yes. All right. Have either of you listened to Voyage Beyond yet? Because I'm apparently just going through my fucking shit.
No, I haven't.
I may have. You sent me.
It was one of the ones I sent you. So
Then I
yeah.
did.
Okay.
If I can't remember the name, it's because I get like 100, submissions. But I did listen to it if you sent it.
Okay. Well, would you be open to listening to one of the tracks again?
Of course.
Okay. Because I did want to share this one on the podcast because it's doing it's doing kind of well right now, and I want to capitalize on the momentum, share it with other people in the audience. You know how it is. Oh, plus, this way I get to share the backstory of it, which, otherwise, where am I going to do that? Some blog somewhere that no one's going to read,
Now you need to put at the end of each track a vocal, like just insert yourself talking about it, like with commentary.
Yeah.
Make the album 2 hours long.
God, I'm not quite that extra yet, but we'll get there.
I did a three cassette long album. Fucking
Oh
insane.
wow, that's crazy. Okay,
Yeah, it's called The
nice.
Technician.
That's that definitely sounds interesting.
It's long, I'll tell you that. It's about it. That's all there is to it.
Well, this song is not that long. It's about 5.5 minutes, and it's just rock organ. It is called Loaded Nights in Rodanthe. Of course, it's a play on the Nicholas Sparks Nights in Rodanthe, which was adapted into the fucking Richard Gere movie, but it doesn't really have anything to do with that. It's more about the feeling of, like getting drunk and having, like an insane night on the town and not remembering what the fuck happened, the next morning. And it's exciting, but it's also scary, if that, makes sense,
Absolutely, I've lived it.
Yeah.
Let's see how close you got.
All right, let's see. See what you think. The pressure's on. That's all right.
I'm just like Richard Gere minus the hamsters.
Are you the American Gigolo? All right. Here we go. Loaded Nights in Rodanthe by Voyage Grain off of the new Voyage Grain album, Voyage Beyond. Let's give that a listen. Also, I'm sampling this song for a future Radioactive Salesman song. So that's it's exciting. Let's check it out. All right, that was Loaded Night in Rodanthe, the second song off of Voyage Grain's second album, Voyage Beyond. And another fun fact, uh, my mom didn't believe that I wasn't using automation for any of my music, so I flexed on her by recording this entire song in front of her while maintaining eye contact, not looking at any of the keys.
Alpha move.
So yeah, what do you think, Sasha?
I fucking love that. It was like just shredding. It was like straight like Rick Wakeman, just killing it. Like I love that. Like I'm gonna is that one's up for upload somewhere, right? Like
Yeah, it's on
Spotify.
every yeah,
Yeah, that's
Spotify.
going. Let's
Yeah.
go. If I can have your permission, I might use that as an intro song for my next radio show.
Sure, go for it.
That song is absolutely sick.
Oh, thank you so much. And Rick
I love
Wakeman,
it.
wow, that's a high compliment. Thank you
That
so
was
much.
like as soon as that intro came in, I was like, this is like listening to like Rick Wakeman. This is sick.
Oh, hell yeah. And Smoothie, what'd you think?
I loved it. I love gospel. It made me wish that you had a band with you to do choir, like a choir and a shout section, you know.
Oh,
I really liked it.
well, like I said, I'm sampling it for one of my rock songs, so there's definitely going to be vocals and harmonies. Not quite gospel, but I can throw in some gospel influences. Why not? I've got a doo-wop song on there. Why
Do
fucking
a little shout bass line.
I can imagine you wearing really cool like little sunglasses while playing. Like the kind that just barely cover your pupil.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Jazz
about.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the One of the Blues Brothers played that.
You need Morpheus glasses, but smaller.
Okay. When I can afford them, sure.
Yeah.
Because
We'll
those are
start
not cheap.
a GoFundMe for $15.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. I'll take it. I appreciate it. And then I guess that means it is back to you, Sasha. What's your
All
next one?
right. So we got the next song called "Crossing the Yalu River." I think I'm gonna call the album "Northern Promises." I think that'd be a cool name. But so this one is the first song is definitely a departure from the Phosgene style, which is extremely aggressive usually. I call it noise violence. Um the first three albums are like that. This one is like I said, is kind of different, but it kind of comes back around on this track. A lot of that noise and harshness. Um my whole idea of the project was to kind of have a departure from what I was doing. And it's kind of come back around full circle. So now I don't really know where I'm at. But we'll see what we think. That one's a little noisier than the previous one, a little more to my form, but still kind of down tempo, uh, comparatively. Uh, a lot going on with layering different melodies. Um, so what did you think, Laz? Tell me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, I loved the layering and I loved the textures and the way they contrasted, but not they didn't contrast that much. Okay, so for example, I have a song for an upcoming Voyage Grain album where I combine three different scales, but you can't tell. This gave me those kind of vibes. It's disparate sounds, but they come together and complement each other in a very compelling way. And also, like I said right off the bat, I love the movement of it throughout. Like it's wow. It just really, really caught me. And like, yeah, well, you said it's a little heavier than the last one, but it's still not like, like harsh noise. It's still like
Yeah.
the average person could probably sit through this, if not for the length, maybe. But I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, the length is always, but it's just like, that's the way that I wrote it. But yeah, there is like a certain being a noise musician, you have to know that like you can't just make, in my opinion, I mean you can, and harsh noise is a thing, but I like to have something engaging on top of it, to kind
Right.
of keep you
Yeah.
listening.
Right.
Very seldom have I listened to a full Harsh Noise album. Uh,
Yeah,
you
fair.
know,
I've done it exactly once for that exact reason. Like after a while, it just becomes just that noise.
yeah,
Your brain becomes desensitized to it, and you're just like, okay, this is happening. I guess I'll, you know, sit through it, but I'm
yeah,
not enjoying myself.
yeah, yeah. Smoopy, what are you thinking? Nothing.
Smoopy died. Rip.
Oh, I was muted. I didn't even realize. No, I really liked it. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, it reminds me of like a sort of an alien jungle soundscape. A bunch of those noises were simple but complex, like how birds do basically like uh RM with their syrinxes. Uh, there's that sort of like there's two or three. Uh, there's two or three like sine waves interfering with each other, and it sounded very cool.
Yeah, if
Specifically, those sort of sounds towards the high end. I don't know how to specify outside of just mimicking it, which I feel like would be annoying for the listener.
If you
Real
notice,
tones.
the melodies in it are always in sets of 3 or 4, and that's because on the upper sideband of a radio signal, you're only going to find that many notes in a sequence generally. So when I am recording it, I've got 2 radios and I'm going back and forth between these sets of notes. Well, I can only capture those notes and I can only play them, I can come up with a rhythm, but it's always going to be up and down and up and down, which is in what you have to do is you have to layer them on top of each other so you can get something other than just 4 notes or 3 notes in a sequence. And it leads to, you have to get creative, but it can lead to some really cool sounds, especially because the notes aren't always in a perfect scale. When they hit a scale or part of a scale, it sounds really cool. It comes together and it kind of stands out as part of it, which is fun. It's a fun part of doing it that way.
Yeah. It sounds like you had a lot of fun. It sounds like, oh man, it sounds like a lot, but it's great. I love it.
It's quite a process, and it's very very unsightly. Like, one of my antennas is literally a hockey stick with a magnetic loop around it in the window, and then I've got like 300 feet of wire strung up around my apartment to try to
That's
get
fair.
these radio waves.
A little bit of redneck engineering, which makes sense for
Absolutely.
Tennessee.
Country boys get it done.
Hell yeah! Oh, very fun. All right, Smoopy, what's your last one? Bring us home.
Well, I guess since even though I started with not my song, I guess I'll do one of my songs again.
That's fair. That's the vibe.
Since everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. Jump on the wagon.
This would be very new release, as in I literally just made it public like right now. I already had it, but I made it public like 6 minutes ago. I was like, sure. This is a speed garage track called Groovin' Alone by, again, myself, Smoops, SoundCloud, whatnot. I made it because a friend was like, oh, you know like UK bass music? I'm British. Do you like speed garage? I'm like, yeah, sure, I love speed garage. I'll make it. And I had a lot of fun making it. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoy, and if you don't enjoy, fuck you. It sucks up something.
Yeah, valid.
Go split an egg.
Yeah.
Go touch some grass.
Go pound sand.
Chuck a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just receiving receiving packets really late or something because it was super sped up for me at parts. It was actually kind of comedic. Um,
It sounded sick.
but thank you. I took inspiration from like Ella Goulding, uh, a lot and a lot, and oh gosh, what was that?
Ellie?
It yeah. No, I was thinking of was that a Carpenter Brute song or Perturbator?
I do love
Uh,
Perturbator.
in I do love Perturbator. It's pretty freaking rad.
I've played one of his songs on the podcast before. One of his Castlevania ones. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those
I
are
think it
good.
was Sentient. It was Sentient. It was
Okay.
the one with Haley Stewart.
Okay.
Um, just in terms of the FX. Uh, but what were your thoughts, Sasha?
I I don't know how, and this is also to your previous songs, you're able to capture this like this very specific like moment in time feeling for me. Like I don't know, maybe it's the way I don't know what the technical term is, but the way it goes wah 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 wah, like the sound goes in and I like oscillating or whatever. But it's great. The percussion's always great. It's something
You're
you
talking about the warp bass?
yeah. Um
Yeah, that's just a square wave with a
so let
filter.
me tell you something. You can shake your ass to it. And
Oh yeah, that's
that's
always
what we
always the
want.
goal.
I love it. I wouldn't it's not the correct term because it means something very specific, but if it makes I don't want to say mallcore, but it reminds me of being at the mall in a good way.
Well, I do make all of my music in a tracker, so
Yeah.
So sick.
maybe that has something to do with it.
So sick.
Fair.
Yeah, it's great. It's like it makes me feel like I felt before I was like 30. And that means happy, you know. So
I'm glad that is a massive
I'm gonna
compliment
tell
from
my
me.
therapist about this.
I don't know if that's a massive compliment, but
No, she's cool.
hell yeah. What about you, Laz? What are your thoughts?
Oh, dude. Yeah, like I really dug this. I think it's funny. I guess Sasha didn't see what I said in the comments. Like Forever 21 in the mall core in the best way possible. And I stick by that. Oh man, it does remind me of like, when my mom would like take me into these, like fucking clothing stores in the early 2000s in the mall, and I'd just be sitting there reading a book for like hours while she fucked around. But then, like the music would be there, and have those, like very, wet beats, and like it just felt very, comfy to me for that reason. Like even though, like I was trapped in the store, there was at least something interesting to listen to. And it definitely invokes, memories of that for me. So it's comfy, it's there, it's enjoyable. I had a good time. And yeah, like it really captures that in a really compelling way. You can tell there's a lot of like talent and creativity put into this, and I just really vibed with it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Uh,
Sure. I guess I got one last one for you guys. And by last one, I mean the last song on Voyage Grain's second album. I'm really hammering it home today. The closing track on Voyage Beyond and the only single from the album, The Incandescent Nightmare. Let's see if you guys think it lives up to its name. And if for a little bonus fun, you try to guess which composer I was inspired by the most when doing this. All right. That was The Incandescent Nightmare, the closing track off Voyage Beyond, Voyage Grant's second album. And yeah, like no, so the original track of this was just the main synths, the swelling synths in the foreground. And then but I put it on the bench for a while because I was like, it's not ready. I don't know what it needs. And then a couple months ago, I was just playing with it and it hit me. Spooky cloud synths. And then it just channeled like Penderecki for some fucking reason. And then, like that it went from there. So yeah, what do you think of this Smoopy?
I thought I thought I was hitting the nail on the head, but I was wrong. It was confirmation bias. I thought it was because the synths in the high ends are kind of similar. The Thousand Knives by Ryuichi Sakamoto, and you had mentioned earlier about using more than one scale at the same time, and I was like,
Right.
I know he used Doctor scales, but I was wrong. It was just confirmation bias because it's a similar sounding synth.
Yeah, all good. All good. Good guess anyway. Good guess anyway. Uh
I do think it is a good guess,
Yeah.
even outside of being a fucking weeaboo.
I wish
I think.
I wish I'd been
Oh, go ahead.
consciously channel. Oh, I was just saying I wish I'd been consciously channeling something like that.
It was it does seem it was like not even subconsciously, just like accidentally. At least
Yeah.
to my mind. But
No, yeah, that's fair. Um
that's high praise coming from me.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, for the song that's going to be on the next Voyage Grain album, the three different scales it uses are harmonic minor, blues minor, and blues major, and somehow I make it all work, and it doesn't sound jarring or anything. But yeah, that one is called The Impossible Life and Death or something, and like it blew me away when I was re-listening to it because I subconscious before I even fucking named it. Like before I came up with that name. What's in the song? Towards the very end, Dies Irae, the full fucking phrase. That was not planned. Like what the fuck? But
It
anyway,
happens.
yeah, I know. But Sasha, what'd you think of this one?
I think the part that most stands out to me is your ability to make so much going on, but it not be overwhelming. Like, especially there, you've got all these synths going, and they work together so well, even though they're doing different things. It's very tastefully done, and not in a way that's just jarring, and you're not sure what's happening because that's such a fine line to walk. You know what I mean?
Right,
Um,
yeah.
when you have a lot going on, you can have too much going on, but you can have a lot going on and make it work. And also just the tones you use are great, like the synths themselves. Um, I think it's the perfect end to an album. I think it's a good kiss goodbye, a good thank you for listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
your first, your third, and your last song need to be the strongest, and I think
Totally
you
fair.
nailed it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I tried.
Always try your best. That's
Hell
what
yeah.
I always say.
Yeah,
You know what they always say: do your best, do it every day.
do it every day.
This is from a weird video of a clown, by the way. I don't know.
What
It's
do
a very stupid reference.
Okay. All right. All right, Smoopy with the brain rot. Let's go. All right. Sasha, bring us on home. What do you got? What's your
All
last
right.
pick?
So this song I finished like an hour ago, and I haven't really listened to it all the way. So we'll see if what comes out. It's called Arriving in Sinwiju, and it might be the end of the album, it might not be. I don't know. When I put it all together and listen to it on tape, we'll see what happens. But it definitely gets noisier and noisier and noisier, if I recall correctly. I don't really know. Let's just fire it up and see what happens. How about that?
Yeah, hit us. Hit us with your best shot. Fire away.
That part goes on for like 5 minutes. Uh, upon first listening, re-listening, there's a lot of parts I really like, and I think I need to do something with the intro into the or noisy part, but other than that, the noisy aspect is way more of a Fajin song than the rest of the tracks, which is nice to hear. That very chaotic, distorted um, sound, which you would come to expect. Even the name I picked for the project, phosgene, if you don't know, is a gas that makes your lungs bleed, so you drown in your own blood. So I intended it to be more hardcore. Um, I also like the end that just kind of drags on, and you wonder if it's ever gonna stop. Almost like when you get a record and it has that trick groove in it, where it just keeps repeating and repeating. Um, but overall, I'm very satisfied with about 90% of it. And it's very funny that I was like, what do I have right here on my desktop? Okay, here we go. We got a whole album. Um, Swoopy, what do you think?
I enjoyed it. It is almost it's just very when the tones are doing a major scale. I don't want to say a simplicity because it's not a simple piece, but it sort of harkens to a simplicity like childhood. And I guess that's just because like old sounding waveform. I guess it
Hmm.
makes it sound like it's very noisy. It reminds me of when I was like little and playing with like a fucking ancient little toy piano that my dad had when he was a kid.
Yeah, there's definitely those the sounds they come off almost as like early like electric organ sound or something
Yeah,
when you get them, and it's also to me like it sounds very late 60s early 70s, not in terms of like the style of music but like the tones that are used, which I
yeah.
find to be very uneasy to like it's kind of an uncomfortable feeling.
It sounds circuit bent in the
Right.
best way possible. It sounds like you took an old, like, when they were, when s- after synthesizers got popular or like, and like organs, they made little ones that weren't nearly as expensive or anything, and people have taken those and turned them into actual proper instruments by doing certain, and it gives that sort of sound to me.
Yeah, it's I love that kind of like I don't know what you call it. Like it's got a kind of anachronistic sound to it. But
Sounds like a haunted daycare.
yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be like uneasy. Because you know, the whole
Yeah,
theme is this is your entrance into North Korea. So in my dream, this is how it sounds, at least. It's a very strange dream to have. But like I said, the first three albums were days without sleep and then seeing what happens. Unintentionally, I wasn't like I'm gonna stay up for 3 days and then write an album. It just kind of happened. Uh, but that's experimental on a whole new level. That's what we're going for. Laz, what did you think?
Well, as far as I know, phosgene hasn't been used in chemical warfare since World War One, but I wouldn't be surprised if North Korea used that shit.
You know the craziest part about it is that it's
What?
delayed. It's like 4 hours later it kicks in. So
Right,
like
yeah.
you could be in the trenches and then your shift's over and you're out there just like sitting with the boys and then all of you start drowning.
Right, that's brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this. Wow. I'll say I disagree with you about the intro because I thought it was like I thought it captured me right away. Like honestly, all the songs that of yours that you played today. But like and but that's one thing I appreciate. Like even the ones that, use like similar like sounds and instrumentation, like they sound completely different, and that's great. That's a huge talent and skill because it'd be so easy to make the same shit over and over, but like you totally avoid that, and it sounds incredible. I really like the layers and textures in this one, and I like the like the distorted tones, like really did it for me.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's been kind of a challenge of that I set for myself to be able to try to use similar. I mean, I'm so limited in the tones that the universe hands me. Um, but you got
Right,
to make it sound
right.
different. And I've been able to put out X amount of albums doing it. And eventually I'll move on to something else. But right now it's just such a fun challenge. I think you can do so much with it. And I'm getting the sound that I want for the most part, you know.
Right.
Eventually
Yeah.
I'll pick up a keyboard again. But
I just thought it was funny because Smoopy said this reminded her of using a toy piano. It did not remind me of when I got my 94 Yamaha because I was playing all kinds of different shit on that.
you know the best thing about those early keyboards that I loved is there's the setting that's like it's like a cow and then like a fart and then like
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
farting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to record a whole that's like that's the audio equivalent to wingdings
Yeah,
on
mine.
my
It is, yeah. I
That's
wasn't really talking about
no, that's
like sample-based ones.
Yeah.
I wasn't really talking about like sample-based Yamaha
those just
keyboards. I was
popped
talking
into
about
my head. Like
yeah.
yeah.
No, but true story. I did rock the wolf sound and try to make songs out of it, but I wasn't there yet. I was a kid. Now I could do it.
Yeah. You just it'd be funny to record a cover of Werewolves of London only using that.
Woo!
You could kill that part. Nailed it.
Oh God! All right, I had a lot of fun on this episode.
Me too.
Nice. But Sasha's clearly miserable.
No,
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a great time.
What are you talking? That's not Sasha. Look at the sunglasses.
So hold
Yeah.
on. I mean, sunglasses, my tiny sunglasses.
It always comes back to the tiny sunglasses.
Always.
All right, everyone. I guess that's our episode. We've been your music smoothie. Hope you enjoyed this blend and catch you next time. Yeah. Remember to tip your local Gorgon.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right. And that was our latest episode of the Music Smoothie. Hope you enjoyed that blend. And if you like what we do and would like us to record consistently, we're currently trying to record weekly. Consider donating to us on Patreon at the Music Smoothie, and follow us on Twitter at tmusicsmoothie, and we're available on Instagram and Facebook at just the Music Smoothie. All the music we use is fair use under the media criticism clause of fair use. And if you like the music we listen to but don't always have time to listen to the episode, our playlist is available on Spotify. Just type in the Music Smoothie, and you'll be able to find all the music we play. All right. That's all the music that's available on Spotify, at least. Not all of it is. I hope you guys had a great time, and have a good one. Day, morning, evening, night, times in other dimensions as well. Yeah. All right, see ya.